Yes. It seems to be working just there. So, hats. You kind of all wear one at all times. It's really what you're interacting with. It's who you're around, what kind of situation you're in. When you're here at Consumers, if you work here, your hat is usually your role. Whether you're an engineer, you work for HR. When you're out in town or with your friends, you're a friend. That's your hat that you wear. And hats come in all shapes and sizes. You have physical hats that you wear all the time, but that's for other people, right? The hat, really, you cannot see it. You can see the bill maybe, for the most part, you don't see the hat. The hat is for other people to view you, and that's kind of like where that phrase kind of comes from, is what hat do you wear? And some of them can be kind of crazy. You can get nice little beard hats, or some kind of festival where you have to design your hat to be the craziest thing ever, or something just beautiful that you want to be really creative with. And when you're interacting with other people, that's what you're doing, is you're displaying this hat for them to see, like, this is who I am to you. And so what I'm going to talk about is all the different hats that I wear, all the different ways that other people, that either my friends or my family or my coworkers would view me, and to kind of give you an idea of some of the hats that I've worn previously that I don't wear now, or things that I've done, basically. So the first thing I want to talk about is also, like, all these different people have hats, and you see them exteriorly based on what they're wearing, right? So when it comes to like how you view me, it's really what I'm wearing, right? And also what I'm doing, how I'm talking. So going into this, I will just basically explain how people view me. And the first thing is, well, I am a husband, and I have a beautiful husband named Kevin. We've been together for 10 years. We got married 3.5 years ago. This year will be our 4-year anniversary. We got married basically as soon as it was legal in Indiana, which is where we're both from. We kind of wanted to wait. We actually could have went to somewhere else, but this was the best way we thought going forward, especially once it became legal. But he's been a wonderful supporter of me. He's been kind of with me the entire time that I've really been motivated to do things in my life, ever since the military, basically. So he is a central point of my life. That's why I wanted to put him first, because that's how I put him anyways. He's currently going to Western Michigan University for aviation while I'm working here. So he was supporting me while I was going to school and got my degree. So yeah. I am also a brother and an uncle. I have a beautiful sister. We've been together ever since I was born. She's older than me. And she has 3 wonderful kids that I interact with as often as I can. They are from Indiana, so I do have to travel to go see them, or vice versa. But they consider me a great uncle, which was great to hear recently. Almost all of them are now in high school and middle school, so it makes me feel kind of old. When I'm around them, though, it's really awesome to be able to interact with her and her kids. We go to concerts together. We still have a good relationship, which I'm very, very thankful for. I know a lot of people sometimes have problems with their siblings. Luckily, we've resolved all those problems eventually. I am a Navy veteran. I was in the United States Navy. I was a youth engineer, electrician, so I did technical work and maintenance on nuclear power plants as far as being an electrician goes, so power distribution, which is what I ended up doing here. So it ended up being a stepping stone to where I'm at. I really enjoyed my time in the Navy. I didn't necessarily like the job that I was doing, but definitely the experience and learning how I learn was a big part of it, because that program is very rigorous as far as how you learn and what you do in those things. So I was really glad that I went through this program and went through the experience in the Navy. And as a Navy veteran, it really was stepping stone me to where I'm at today. Now the next thing is something that's a little surprising to most people, but I am actually a nationally certified hypnotist for clinical hypnosis. I own my own business for a year. I did this in between trying to get my physics degree and my electrical engineering degree that I currently have. So what happened was I was getting my physics degree, decided I didn't want to do that, and I was like, what do I want to do? And I got certified and trained to be a clinical hypnotist. Now I was a hypnotist before this. I actually been a hypnotist for 20 years. It's just that I actually got certified so that I could own my own business and practice in the state of Indiana. And I'm also certified nationally in states that don't have a state certification. So I had my own business in downtown Lafayette. I had clients, I had radio ads, things like that. I did that for about a year and a half. And it was a really good experience. I'm really glad that I did it. But me and Kevin had decided that probably wasn't the best course going forward as far as pay goes. It wasn't, I broke even, but that wasn't enough, right? So we decided to go electrical engineering eventually after some talking and just soul searching what I wanted to do. I'm also a singer and an actor. I've been in several productions, plays. I've been singing ever since my sophomore year in high school. I still take private lessons. I still go to acting classes, things like that. I've been in Hello Dolly twice. I was in South Pacific. I was Sky Masterson in Guys and Dolls. So I was the main character. I was able to sing Love to Be a Lady Tonight on stage, which was amazing. I haven't done anything recently ever since I moved. It's really hard to get into community theater here because apparently Michigan it's really big and they like do auditions like a year in advance and I had no idea. So I'm currently looking at Jackson and Battle Creek to do some of these productions. I'm also an avid online gamer. I do a lot of gaming, to be honest. Me and Kevin play quite a bit, and these are the 5 games that I play the most, I would say, right now. Though the Center 1 World of Warcraft is a very popular game I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard about. I've been playing it ever since it came out 12 and a half years ago, which is kind of crazy to think about the game that long, but I keep going back to it all the time. So I have a lot of online communities I belong to because of this, and all groups that friends that I've created, and we all play these games together. So it's a lot of fun when I go home and relax with Kevin and we can play with other people too. I also do live action role playing. I've been doing this for 20 years as well. I've been playing since I was 15 years old. And I have a lot of friends nationwide because of this. I've played in California, I've played in Texas, I've played in Canada, I've played on the East Coast. Even when I was in the military, I still played like this game. In fact, I played it so much and I've gotten so involved in the organization because it is a not-for-profit organization that's federally registered and we're an official group. I am actually a knight in this game. And I'm part of that organization and help run games, help run events, camping events, sometimes multiple $1,000 budgets for food and everything like that. And I participate in this every weekend, quite a bit. So I have a lot of friends from this. Kevin also plays with me, as you can see, and we go to these events quite a bit. So in the end, though, what do all these hats mean? Really, it means me. Like this is how everybody perceives me, though sometimes they only see one aspect. When I'm LARPing, they only see me as the LARPer. And when I'm going out and playing online gaming, people see me as the gamer. When I'm at work, people see me as the electrical engineer. You know, and as I fit into all these roles, as people get closer to me, they start to see those other roles, and it kind of amazes people sometimes that I belong to all these things. But a lot of it has to do with my winding road. I am 34 years old. I have an electrical engineering degree I just got last year. Yet, what did I do during that 17 time period from me graduating from high school from here? Well, it's this entire journey that you guys have kind of seen here. Well, there's more to it than that, but I don't have enough time to talk about everything. So, thank you very much.